Hello, testing, testing. Ah, right. Hello, ladies and gents, welcome. Just double checking that the stream looks okay. Looks to be working. And it looks like it is. Okay. Just look at what's going on today. I think we're going to run from... Let's go... I don't know that they will forgive me for flying a DC-6 out of Heathrow on a Friday evening with a load of other people there ready to take off. So maybe I'll go from Manchester? Yeah, I might go from Manchester. Yeah, I'm going to go from Manchester to Amsterdam, I believe. So let's go back to where I was here. Oh, maybe I should do Liverpool because I have the scenery for that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Oh no, there's no ATC there. Yeah, there's no ATC. Let's go Amsterdam. Sorry, Manchester. Right, let's zoom in. Let's just pick myself a parking spot. And liveries. Let's just double check what has loaded in and what has not. There's Qantas, Sabina, Braniff, Douglas, KLM. That's the one we're going to be using. Namibia, United Olympic. There's the Pan Am, beautiful Pan Am livery. There's another Qantas, Cathay Pacific. That's the one I wanted to make sure. Western has loaded in. Yes, American Airlines, bare metal skin, and Ansett, ANA. Swiss Air, very good. Varig and VASP. Okay, good to see that those have actually loaded in. Let's go back to the KLM livery. There it is. And I need to keep the audio stream's current bit rate. I need to keep double checking my bit rate for those of you who are potentially watching here. Excellent condition, it says. Right, okay. I need to keep double checking to make sure that I'm going to go 60. I'm going to go 60% fuel. Am I going to go 60% fuel? I'll change that in game actually. And then hit fly. And then once we load up, I will I will do some flight planning. Yeah, so for those of you who've just joined and are watching, I am on wireless internet, which the ping, it's behaving itself right now. It's definitely behaving itself right now, but the problem is that for the internet could just drop. The signal could all of a sudden just drop and then come back. It's not fiber optic, unfortunately. It's a wireless 4G internet signal. It's 4G because unfortunately I don't have Wi-Fi 5G where I live in the city, which is very frustrating. because it's a 5G SIM card. Hey-o! Hello, Ghost Rider. Good to see you. Good to see someone is there. Good to see those folks who have just joined. Your internet is sus. Good to see those folks who have just... What does sus mean? Bad? Good? Let me know how you feel. If I load up 1080p, it looks okay on my screen. On my side screen. Good. I hope that means it's okay. Let me know. But anyway, just a message to let people know that live streaming is not something I've done at my new house because, like I say, wireless internet, it's not as suspicious. It's not as reliable. Suspicious as in, is it coming and going? Is it coming and going, or is it is the quality kind of coming and going, or is it actually holding? Let's just load in everything by panning around and hit ready to fly. All right, guys. So here we are at Manchester in the KLM PMDG DC-6 for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I'm ridiculously happy with. I've been flying this as much as I possibly can since it launched. Unfortunately, cool, some interesting weather. I've been flying this pretty much non-stop as much as I have been able to since its release, and now this is my first time stepping onto VATSIM, so we'll see how. Yeah, like going in and out. Okay, thanks. Good to know, Ghost Rider. I think it's the sort of situation where it might actually be better quality once it's saved on YouTube. I will just have to monitor it. I think that has to do with the ping. My ping, it's showing me holding steady 4,600 kilobytes per second at the moment. And it shows me with no dropped frames whatsoever. So it might just be you, I'm not sure. Please let other people who are on, please post and let me know what you think. Because this is my first serious attempt to try to stream with this new internet setup. Please let me know. Right, custom models. Let's go KLM 745. And let's go DC-6. Douglas DC-6. Connect. All right. Connected to voice server. Right, let's just double check. I don't believe I have... Oh, I do, yeah. Oh, hello. I have Manchester TMA. Oh, and I can all of a sudden hear how much... 14 knot crosswind. Well, that's going to be interesting. Okay, so to get to... I've done this flight before. I remember doing this in the DC-3. Here is my flight. Now, my departure... I think because it's not terribly... it's not terribly busy on Manchester. He might enjoy a bit of a different kind of departure. But at the same time, the weather is so bad that this might actually be a bit of an issue for me. Let me just go run and grab an ATIS. Let's just go grab the ATIS off of VATSPy. Information Victor time, automatic runway in use was 05 left, transition level, flight level 60, surface wind 040 at 14 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more, overcast 2,000 feet, temperature +13, dew point +19, QNH 1017, threshold QFE 100, OSA 1008, acknowledge receipt of information Victor and advise aircraft type on first contact. Watching from a hotel in Switzerland, stream quality is good. Oh, thank you, Marcus. Thank you. Yeah, so that may just be your own usage there, Ghost Rider. Let's just go information Victor. QNH 1017, I think it was. What did that say? Yeah, QNH 1017, DC-6, and I am KLM. What was I? 745. 745. Okay. Hola, Marcus. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, so there's 5 people ready for takeoff at Manchester, and then it looks at the moment like it's relatively quiet at Amsterdam. So let's take off. Let's think about this. Watching from South Africa. Hello, Levy. Good to see you. Let me just double check. Yeah, my stream seems to be holding good for the moment, which is good. Good to see you, folks. Please fly to Rotterdam, then to Schiphol. I could do that. Well, let's go to Plan G and let's plan this out. Okay, so let's right-click and go Start Flight Plan from Manchester. We're going to take the Manchester VOR outbound. We could probably head over to Gamston VOR. That's where I remember doing this plan before. Gamston VOR, and then East Anglia is not very rich in VORs, I must admit. But let's go maybe Great Yarmouth NDB. Yeah, let's go to an NDB. And then from there, let's hop across. To be fair, I am going to want to see what... It depends how much... Yeah, unfortunately there's no ATC in Rotterdam. I really want to challenge myself today and get some ATC. So I'm going to come inbound the Amsterdam VOR. Actually, let's just see what their ATIS says. Schiphol information, Charlie. Main landing runway 18 right. That is 18 right. Okay, so they're going to want to bring me in on the... I'm going to come in to the... Spukjebrug VOR and then direct Amsterdam as they request. So that's going to be my flight plan. While I plug that in, I'm just going to move this over here, and let's just pause track IR for the moment while so I put this in. Flight plan. IFR, we are going EGCC to Eham, Schiphol. Departure time is C18. It's going to be, I'm going to give us half an hour. Yeah, let's say 18:30. En route time, I'm going to give us 2 hours. And I'm going to give us fuel available 2 hours 45. Cruise speed, I'm going to say 200. And cruise out, let's say, I was up at 15,000 feet a couple hours ago over the English Channel. And that was just about the cloud base, so I'm going to go up to 18,000 if I can. Not flying as part of Kicks VFR, and we are going to go when you're filing flight plan on VPilot, current Zulu times the top right bar. Yes, Garfield, thank you. Yeah, I can actually see that. That was told to me. That was I was reminded of that last time I flew on a video, and people told me EGCC, MC direct MCT. Direct GAM, direct ND, direct spy, direct, EHAM. VOR to VOR navigation only. Yeah. I'm going to call myself a heavy aircraft. I'm equipment suffix. Let's just Google VATSIM equipment suffix, just because I want to try and do this properly here. Okay. Radio with no DME, radio with DME, basic RNAV. Okay, so basic RNAV is I, as India, I think. So, take off there. File flight plan. Okay. Goodness me, look at all that ATC online. Let's just double check. Okay. Yeah. DC to EHAM. Yep, that's good. Just while I'm here, I'm going to shut my window. Okay, and then turn on my light and sit down again. See, my internet speed has good days and has bad days, so I'm glad that hello Levy, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see it's still looking smooth. That's for any screenshots I have. That's my... Okay, so let's start having a look at this ATC. So we're going to have ground first. Ground is 121.85. Approach is 118.57, and then Manchester TMA is I believe 1332, but he's going to tell me where to go after that. Things can change. Okay, so let's jump into the aircraft and have a look at what we have here. Let's just double check everything look okay. Cool. Everyone's peachy, everyone's hunky-dory. Excellent. Let's pull up my... Because I'm flying on VATSIM today, I know that it's all the rage to fly without the AFE. At the moment, everyone's wanting to see that, but what I'm going to do is I'm genuinely not going to do that. I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself. Okay, total airframe hours is 3.5 hours. I like how it saves, and it actually, I'm not sure that the P3D version did this, but this actually saves your engine history to the livery. So it's livery specific. So when you fly, yeah, no radios, that's all on, that's good. So when you fly, let's go before start checklist. And let's get some light in the hood.
Seatbelts and pedals.
7.
Adjusted. Throttles. Set to idle. Propellers. Forward and 3. Before start checks complete. Start engines.
We're not receiving any ATIS. I have a bad feeling about this. 121.85. Let's just go 121.85. Manchester ground, good evening, KLM 745 radio check.
KLM 745 Manchester ground, hello, readability 5.
Thanks. Okay, that is good. For some reason I wasn't getting ATIS and I was wondering if that was a sign of some deeper issue. Thankfully not. Okay, I see an aircraft inbound. So, we've done our flight plan. Let's just go and have a look at our fuel. Let's set 50% fuel. It's a regional flight. It shouldn't be that too bad. Let's set ourselves 3,000 pounds. And let's set ourselves about 40. Let's go 50 passengers.
Manchester ground, good evening, EZ2204 at stand 54 is type Airbus A321 requesting clearance IFR to Malta with information Whiskey on board.
EZ2204 Manchester ground, good afternoon, thank you. Clear to Malta, Listo 2 Sierra departure, runway 05 left, squawk 5572.
Cleared IFR to destination Malta via Listo 2 Sierra departure out of runway 05 left and didn't get all of the squawk, just 557. Can you repeat the squawk for EZ2204,
Whoops.
please?
Yeah, no problem, EZ2204, it's
There we
a
go.
squawk of 5572.
Squawk 5572, EZ2204.
EZ2204, read back correct, report ready, pushing start.
Vehicle EZ2204.
Okay, with a gross weight of 88,000 pounds, I can't remember if that's dry or wet. PMDG DC-6 AFE dry and wet takeoff. Here we go. I can't remember. Guys, can anyone help me remember which one? By the time I get to the hold, if it's dry or wet takeoff, if I am, what the limiter of the gross weight is, but when you change from wet to dry, let me know. Just while I set up here. So I'm ready for my engine start. I have filed my flight plan. What I need now is Navigraph. And I haven't yet inserted Navigraph charts into the sim through the menu bar at the top, which I would like to do soon. I haven't gotten around to that yet. Taxi, let's just go airport. Right, so let's go back and grab
Sugar 7313 Sun 41 request pushing start.
runway use 05 left. Okay, so he's going to probably give me, well, we'll see what he gives me.
Manchester Ground, Seabird 7313. Manchester Ground, Seabird 7313.
Yeah, Manchester Ground has just gone offline. Or not offline, but he's just probably sleeping.
Seabird 7313, request push and start.
7313, stand for 1, push start approved.
Push start approved, Seabird 7313.
Manchester Ground, hello, Chinese 4 Delta Zulu, we've vacated onto Juliet.
Chinese 4 Delta Zulu, Manchester Ground, hello, welcome to Manchester, stand for via Juliet, Kilo, Papa and Lima.
Roger, requesting something Terminal 3, Chinese 4 Delta Zulu.
Not a problem then, stand 49 via Juliet and Golf.
49 Juliet Golf, Chinese 4 Delta Zulu.
Manchester Ground, KLM 745 with information Victor QNH 1017, aircraft type DC-6, requesting IFR clearance as filed.
KLM 745, your route is, just looking at your flight plan, may not be suitable. Are you able to route if I send it to you? It's quite simple. I'll send it.
Yeah, sure, go for it, KLM 745. Oh, Desig. Oh, he's given me... Nah, I told you, VOR to VOR.
Ground, Easy 2203, ready.
How was that difficult for you to understand?
Easy 2203, stand flash 6, push start approved.
Push start approved, Easy 2203.
Hi, Manchester Ground, KLM 745. We would like to request a VFR to VOR to VOR navigation. Is that not possible at the moment?
KLM 745, let me coordinate with Manchester higher basically, and I'll let you know.
Okay, that sounded like he said he would coordinate with someone else. Yeah, he said and he would let me know. Okay, well... Hashtag YOLO.
Manchester Ground, Easy 2204 is ready for push and start.
Easy 2204,
Roger, hold position. Hold position, Easy 2204.
Manchester Ground, Easy 2203, ready for taxi.
Easy 2203, taxi, holding point Alpha 1, Romeo 05 Golf, Juliet, Kilo, Bravo and Alpha.
To holding point A1 via Golf, Juliet, Kilo, Bravo and Alpha, Easy 2203.
Hey, Jonathan.
Easy 2203, you can taxi holding point Alpha Golf 1 if you're able, the intersection departure previous to Alpha 1.
Yeah, Alpha Golf 1 be fine.
Easy 2204, after your company 21, taxis right to left behind, stand 54, push and start approved, face west.
After taxiing traffic from right to left, Easy 2203, Easy 2203.
204 is geared for push and start for facing west.
Seabird 7313 for taxi.
that shuttle 7313?
Speedbird 7313, request taxi.
Speedbird 7313, roger. Taxi, Juliet Foxtrot, right on Bravo, hold
Short of Kilo.
Juliet Foxtrot, right on Bravo, hold short of Kilo, Speedbird 7313.
Lufthansa to Tango, request push and start.
So Lufthansa 2 Tango Yankee.
I have a feeling he has.
Lufthansa 2 Tango Yankee confirms 1157.
I have a feeling he hasn't actually.
1-1, correct, say again, 57.
That's Lufthansa 2 Yankee Yankee. Affirm, just check that you're squawking 1157 so I can get you moving.
Roger, yeah, that's, we were squawking 1157 in a second, Lufthansa to Tango. Lufthansa to Tango now squawking 1157 and request push and start.
Lufthansa 2 Tango Yankee. It stands, it's still not showing us squawking that. We'll do it later, but we'll need to correct it before you depart. So stand 7, push and start approved now, face south.
Push and start approved facing south, and what was wrong with the transponder, Lufthansa to Tango?
Lufthansa 2 Tango Yankee, just showing that you're not squawking 1157 at the moment.
We can do Mo Charlie, it's now 1157 for Lufthansa to Tango.
Okay, Lufthansa 2 Yankee, okay, that seems to work. I'm not sure. Usually it doesn't need Mo Charlie straight away like that, but nonetheless.
Yeah, okay, we'll go to standby and then activate when we are ready. Lufthansa to Tango.
Lufthansa 2 Yankee, and the stand 7 push start approved. Break, Speedbird 7313, you can confirm squawking 6342 as well.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Easy 2203, contact Manchester radar now 118575.
118575, thanks for your service.
Speedbird 7313, Manchester ground.
Apologies, Speedbird 7313, back holding short Kilo.
Speedbird 7313, roger, thanks. Right Kilo, Bravo, Alpha, hold Alpha, Golf 1.
Kilo Bravo, Alpha hold Alpha Golf 1, Speedbird 7313.
No, whoa.
Speedbird 7313, thanks. And check that you're squawking 6342 for me.
Apologies, 6342, Speedbird 7313.
I did not mean to feather the engine. Sorry.
Easy 2204 is ready for taxi.
The 2204, behind the British Airways A320, turning right on Kilo, taxi only point Alpha Golf 1, via Golf, Kilo, Bravo and Alpha.
Behind British Airways, taxiing to Alpha Golf 1 via Golf, Juliet, Kilo, Bravo and Alpha, Easy 2204.
Oh, there you go. Do you have Discord? I do indeed. Let me get that for you now. Because I've got nothing better to do right now other than wait for this guy to tell me that I can fly this route. There you go. Why is it taking so long? Please, I want to go.
River 7313, contact Manchester. Radar 118575, good day.
118,575, thanks, bye-bye, Speedbird 7313.
Hello again, Channel 76 Golf 737-800, stand 498, information whiskey, QNH 1017, requesting clearance to Jersey.
Channel 76 Golf, Manchester ground. Hello, cleared Jersey. VATSIM 10 departure, runway 05 left, squawk 6200.
Roger, can we just have a new squawk? We had that from our previous routing, Channel 76 Golf.
Sorry, Channel 76 Golf, say again, last transmission.
The squawk of 6300 was from our last routings. If we could have a new one, that'd be great. Thanks, Channel 76 Golf.
Channel 76 Golf, of course, just reset that, squawk 7356.
Okay, 7356, we're cleared to Jersey via the Asthma 1 Sierra, Channel 76 Golf.
Channel 76 Golf, read back, correct report, ready, pushing start. KLM 745, Manchester around.
Go ahead, KLM 745.
Okay, KLM 745 negotiated with London or Manchester, the Manchester TMA controller. So you are cleared to Amsterdam Schiphol via departure runway 05 left. After departure, direct Golf Alpha Mike, climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 4763.
Clear to destination as filed. Runway departure 05 left. After departure, direct Golf Alpha Mike. Climb 5,000 feet. Squawk 4763 KLM 745.
KLM 745, read that correct. Information Whiskey, QNH 1017, report ready, push and start.
Copy the information whiskey QNH 1017 and we'll call ready for push and start KLM 745.
Easy 2204, Manchester radar 118575.
Okay, guys, so we've got
Manchester
clearance.
radar,
Let's put in the box
2204,
476.
Bye-bye.
476 and 3. Let's go on. Since we were on standby, let's go on and then we'll go alt once we are good to go to the threshold. So information whiskey now, but the QNH hasn't changed. Ready for push and start. Essentially, we're ready for push and start. We need, yeah, actually. Manchester ground, KLM 745, ready for push and start.
KLM 745, push start approved from stand 10, space south approved.
Push and start approved from stand 10, face south, KLM 745. Okay, so we get to try the fun pushback.
76 Golf, stand 49, ready, push and start.
Channel 76 Golf, stand 49, push start approved, face west.
So, before starting, engine to be started
76 Golf.
is 3. Put mixture to auto rich.
KLM 745, Manchester ground.
Auto rich. Ignition to both. Ignition to both. Engine selected to engine to be started on number 3.
KLM 745, Manchester ground.
Go ahead for 745.
So just a slight slight amendment to your clearance, a request from radar. So on departure, you're still cleared direct Golf Alpha Mike VOR, then it's filed, initially not above altitude 2,500 feet.
Copy that. Initially no higher than 2,500 feet until further cleared for KLM 745. Thanks.
KLM 745, read back correct, thanks. It'll only be for a short while, just until you leave the Manchester control zone.
No problem, thanks. Okay, so that's fine. Just an amendment to the flight plan there. Running through engine start. So engine boost pump to low, which it is. So let's go. Prime, start, then boost. No, let's go start, 6 blades.
3, 6,
Prime,
9, 12.
boost. No. What did I do wrong? Okay, mixture to auto rich. I'm going to put all the mixtures to auto rich. Okay, I'm going to put all the mags to both, so I don't have to worry about those. Engine selector 3, fuel booster, boost pump is on low. Let's try that again.
The Manchester ground, Lufthansa to Tinghike, we have a problem with our one left engine. We will need a couple of minutes here to park.
Lufthansa 2 Tango Yankee, not a problem. Hold position and advise if I can provide any assistance.
Holding position and thanks, Lufthansa to Tango.
All right.
Chinook 76 Golf Break the taxi, Able Alpha Golf 1.
Chinook 76 Golf, thanks, taxi, hold up on Alpha Golf 1, runway 05 left by Golf, Juliet, Kilo, Bravo, and Alpha.
Julie Clear Bravo Alpha to Alpha Golf 105 left, Chinook 76 Golf.
Okay, off to start checklist.
Selected boost pumps. Off and off. Battery switch. Plane benching. Generators and inverters. Checked and on. Emergency lights. Armed. Ground power. Removed. After start checks complete.
Okay. Oil temps still have to come up. Actually 3 and 4 look okay, but 2 and 1 still have a little ways to go, so we'll still just idle for a few moments. Okay, lights are as desired. We don't want them to flash, we just want steady at the moment. Beacon is on. Seatbelts and smoking is on. Let's just have a look at wing illumination. Not that we need that, but it kind of looks cool. Just look at my oil temperature pressures. Number 2 is almost above the red, and number 1 just has a little bit extra to go. Okay, so going back to my flight plan, we should go inbound Gamston first, which is 112.8. So let's put that in the box. 112.8. And that needs to be, our first track needs to be 096. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push back. And I'm just going to double check that no one is behind me while I do this. I'm going to use the reverser. And slow and steady wins the game with this.
Channel 76 Golf, radar 118575 on it.
Radar 118575, Channel 76 Golf, bye.
It's taking a lot to get you moving. Huh. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's call that ready for push, ready for taxi. KLM 745 ready for taxi. KLM 745 ready for taxi.
KLM 745, roger, taxi, holding point Alpha Golf 1 via Lima, Charlie and Alpha.
Taxi holding point Alpha Golf 1 via Lima, Charlie, Alpha, KLM 745. Thanks. Okay, we need to pay attention.
Canex 76 Golf, contact Manchester radar on 118.575. Enjoy your flight, bye-bye.
Okay, so Lima, Charlie, Alpha.
Canex 76 Golf, Manchester radar. Disregard.
Boost pumps. Boost pumps on low. Fuel selector and crossfeed. Main tanks and crossfeed off. Autopilot and carb heat. Flaps 20. Flaps set 20. Windows and turbine. Closed and on. Controls. Gust lock released. Free. Detonator. On. Mixture and cowl flaps. Reach unlocked. Set. Transponder. On. Landing lights.
Oh, we turned the... Oh, no, we didn't turn the landing lights off. Okay.
Good evening, Channel 2 Juliet, right check.
Station calling, say again.
Right check, Channel 2 Juliet, stand number 4 please.
Station calling, readability 5. Other than that, I didn't understand your message.
That's Alpha Echo.
KLM 745 contact Manchester radar 118.575. Enjoy your flight, bye bye.
118.575 KLM 745, thanks. Okay, Manchester radar. And he's given us Alpha Golf 1, which is here. Let's just pull up and pop on the parking brake. Okay, 118757. 575. Manchester radar, good evening. KLM 745 holding Alpha Golf 1 for departure 05 left.
KLM 745 Manchester radar, hello. Slight amendment to your flight, your departure details. After departure 05 left, maintain runway heading, climb to altitude 5,000 feet.
After departure, maintain runway heading, climb 5,000 feet, KLM 745.
KLM 745, correct, runway 05 left, surface wind 050 degrees, 14 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 05 left, KLM 745, thanks. Okay, let's move on to the runway and let's get going. I can't remember, I still haven't found out if 88,000 if 88,000 on the gross weight is too much. Or not, for wet or dry. Since it's a pretty long runway, I'm gonna go with dry and see how we go. Okay, here we go, guys.
Stabilized. Cal flaps. Cal flaps. Cal flaps set. Full power, please. Going full power.
So he says maintain heading 5,000 feet. Once I hear full power set, off the brakes, there we go. Let's go, guys. Let's bust this joint. Let's put my pen down and let's start paying attention. 14 knots straight down the nose. That should help us. There's 100 knots. There's 110. That just rotates very gently. And up we go.
Gear up. Gear selected up.
Let's just trim.
Gear up, lights up, flaps up.
Flaps going up. Goodbye, Manchester. Thank you. Oof, there's the sink and the flaps going up.
KLM 745, report your passing altitude.
KLM 745 passing 880 feet.
KLM 745, thanks. Climb now, flight level 180, clear to enter controlled airspace on track Gamston.
Meter power set.
Cleared up to flight level 180 and cleared direct Gamston, KLM 745. Okay.
Climb power set. Enter takeoff checklist, please.
Let's just dial in some right-hand turn there, and let's start using the climb wheel. Oh, I almost got it perfectly there. I almost stabilized at 165 knots, but we're just pulling into 165 knots now. Hello, Saber, Beat Saber. Sorry, I'm lost, fellas. No worries, man. No worries, Brad. We're just about perfect. I really did not deserve that. I really did not deserve that. More than stellar departure. Okay, just giving that a few more. Okay. Let's stabilize the aircraft. Oh, the visuals of this thing are just to die for. I love this. I love this so much. And I bet you once we break the cloud base, we'll get some beautiful, beautiful visuals. Okay, he cleared us up to 18,000, so let's go QNH 1013, set on primary and secondary. 1013 set and cross-checked, passing 3,300 feet set. Okay, climbing really well. I love this. Climbing just above 160 knots, which is where we want. Climbing just over 1,000 feet per minute, which is good. I can take my feet off the rudder pedals. And we're just coming into our VOR now, our VOR radial into Gamborne, which is 41.2 nautical miles away from us. And yeah, I mean, this is perfect. I'm just going to watch that needle a little bit longer, and we are still good on our AFE. Passing through 4,000 feet. The next person that we will be talking to, let's just dial that in while we have a moment spare, is not Manchester TMA, but it's probably London North, which is London North Control 1337. So let's just preemptively put 1337 in the box. Because that's what we might get. But we can always change it later if needed. Okay, that radial, I'm happy to go to localizer. So I'm going to go to localizer on the gyro pilot. And let
KLM 745, contact London Control now, 128.125. Bye-bye.
Over to 128.125 KLM 745, thanks. Let's just get the... Let's get those bad boys on. We do not want to have any issues there. So he gave us 128.125. Right, does that give us who I'm looking for? London Control, KLM 745.
KLM 745 is still with Manchester. You need London 128.125.
Sorry, 128.125.
Correct.
Maybe that's... London Control, KLM 745.
KLM 745, London Control. Roger. Climb flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, KLM 745. And we're on altitude reporting, and we're on Squawk Charlie, so that's good. Let's just keep dialing this, because I see we keep losing airspeed, which is never good. And we can see we're going to pop out of the clouds any minute now. I want to go up to, I should have set this already. This is one thing I forgot.
Yeah. Logan 22, turn right, heading 010 degrees.
Right, 010 degrees, Logan 22.
London Centre, good afternoon, Easy 222, direct Lakey, descending through flight level 270 for flight level 200.
Easy 223 London, Roger, descend flight level 200, Rossum 2 Alpha arrival.
Descend flight level 200, Rossum 2 Alpha arrival, Easy 223, thanks a lot.
Good day, KLM 09 at level 350.
KLM 09 London, hello.
Woo! Oh, love it when a plan comes together. Look at that. Okay, flight plan, Bradley, is... Oh, yeah! I'm sorry, I'm going to be slightly...
Sonic 476, flight level 350, direct to Benby.
Sonic 476 London, hello, Rossum 2 Alpha arrival. What level are you cruising at?
I'm cruising at flight level 350 and a Rossum 2 Alpha departure. Arrival.
Indicating flight level 274. Due to keep proximity to Manchester, maintain flight level 270. That's your new.
Right, maintain flight level 2 70, Shamrock 476.
DC-6255, decent flight level 90.
Oh.
Going to flight level 9.
Okay, now we're above the cloud layer. Let's go off with the anti-ice.
Logan 22, descent to altitude 2,000 feet.
2,000 feet.
Oh, guys. I didn't press that button properly. There you go. Oh. This guy's coming up through 9,000 feet. Cylinder head temperatures and oil temperatures are slightly high. Oh. Oil temperatures are above the green,
EV6255,
but they are
Manchester radar
below
18
the amber
575.
on both.
Manchester on
I'm gonna let the AFE deal with that and see how he works with that. I mean, our
No problem,
engines
have a good day.
currently are okay.
Lufthansa 982, report your speed to London 133.7.
Coming up through flight level 100.
Report speed to London 133.7, Lufthansa 982.
Inbound 19 nautical miles.
Logan 22, turn right heading 04.
220 knots ground speed.
Alright, 040 degrees cleared out. That's approach Logan 22.
So the flight plan, Bradley, is from Manchester to Amsterdam today. We're flying, well, I'll actually just pull it across.
25 Bravo, report your speed to London 133.
You can see we've just taken off from Manchester, flying outbound to Gamston, and then down across Norfolk, Norfolkshire, Suffolk, Norfolk,
EV63, descent flight level 150.
and then out east across the water down into Amsterdam. We're probably going to have to start
ready, decent flight level 200 level by Lakey.
probably start
Descend flight level
descending
200
around
level by
here.
Lakey, Shanix 476.
Hello, Nautic. Yeah, particularly Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now we have a study level payware aircraft that is a vintage prop liner. I really couldn't have asked for more from our friends at PMDG. Look at that. Just the stress marks on the metal and the riveting and the shine and the reflections. It's just so photorealistic at this point.
Korean 908, leaving my sector, minus Unicom 122 decimal 8, bye bye.
Happy to estimate, Korean 908, bye bye.
Logan 22 to confirm your establishment. Logan 22 London.
Beautiful.
Logan Air 22, London Control.
London Control, very good evening. Lufthansa 25 Juliet, maintaining flight level 380.
Lufthansa 25 Juliet, London, good evening. Report your indicator, mark number, route direct to Otbed.
Direct to Otbed and I'm maintaining currently 0.80.
I bet you will get a beautiful sunset.
Lufthansa 25 Juliet, roger Mike, decimal 80 or greater.
80 greater, we will increase.
Yeah.
Juliet.
London Control, good evening, Lufthansa 902 Golf, Bravo, flight level 340, maintaining Mach decimal 79er.
The word on the street is the
902
first
London,
A2A aircraft
also
they're
direct
going to
Otbed,
release
and Mike
is the
decimal
Cherokee.
77 or less.
That's what I heard on the forums, but I could be wrong. I mean, I would love the Constellation or the B377 Stratocruiser.
Logan 22 London Control.
The B377 Stratocruiser would be my all-time favorite. I've wanted to fly that for so long, and it's just never been updated. You know, it is so near and dear to my heart, and yet it's just been neglected for so long. But I know the DC-6 I'm very happy with, more than happy with, overjoyed with. Really, it's just super.
Can we do a visual approach of me having a little trouble with the localizer?
So I've gone up to 15,000 in the DC-6 a few hours before the live stream today, this afternoon, but I've not gone up to 18,000 yet in Microsoft Flight Simulator in the DC-6. So, why does the lighting position of the sun all work in real time? Yes, it does. If I go to my weather, you can see I have live weather selected, and I have the live time, which is 8:02 local. So that's all being done.
London Control, Logan, PC radio check.
AC223, descent flight level 100.
Flight level 123.
Connect 476, descent flight level 150.
Descent flight level 150, Shannon 476.
Okay, from Gamston to Great Yarmouth is 112. And while we dial that in, let's just go 112 on the heading while we pass over the VOR. And we've got a 16 knot crosswind from the right hand side. Like so. Coming up through 14,000 feet. Still good in the climb. Still very good on the speed.
AC223, descent flight level 80.
I'm really happy with this so far.
AC223, contact Manchester radar 118.575, bye-bye.
118.575, thanks for ACC and out.
Bye-bye.
I'll just give that that radial a little bit more than 3.9 nautical miles to sink in before I reconnect with the navigation, and we'll come off heading hold. Look at that weather, beautiful. The scenery, the weather, the lighting, the atmosphere, everything. Beautiful. I could take screenshots all day long from so many angles here. I'm just so happy with the way it looks. But not also the way it looks, the way it actually performs, the smooth performance, and the fact that this is now study level. I mean, it's gold standard. Really happy. Now I'm 7.7 nautical miles away from the VOR now. In a few moments I will reconnect. So I'm just pulling the aircraft's heading slightly further to the right so that we can reattack that radial. And as we do so, as I see that radial come in, I will flick over to the localizer setting. And this leg we have is actually, set this as active leg, this leg is actually 104 nautical miles, so we can count upwards 104 from where we are here. And this is, we have now a 19 knot.
Connect 476, fly heading 165.
Let's go localizer now.
Fly heading 165, Shannon 476.
Double check, our cabin pressure is still continuing to climb, which is good. Cabin pressure is currently 4,500 feet. So,
4760, send flight level 100.
I don't know that it will fully...
Was asked for me, Shannon 476.
Hey sir, descend flight level 100.
Descend at flight level 100, Shannon 476.
KLM 74510, left heading 100 degrees.
Left heading 100 degrees, KLM 745.
Jack 4760, send flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Shannon 476.
Jack 476, thank you. Contact Manchester radar 118575. Bye-bye.
Ah, I was looking at the wrong gauge.
Contact Manchester radar on 1... Where was it? Wait, can you repeat the frequency, please?
118.575.
118.575, Shannon 476.
Yeah, that's about 100. $17,000 feet, so we've got 1,000 feet to go, and then we have our altitude hold. So I don't blame you. It's incredible with what they can create. Yeah. I must ask: has anyone heard if Manfred Jan is going to make the DC-3 for the sim? I haven't heard, but yeah, I completely agree with your sentiment. It would be amazing. Now.
KLM 09, leaving my airspace, Monitor Unicorn 122, definitely right.
Hello, Unicorn KLM 09.
He just set me heading 100 and hasn't given me a vector back on, which is a bit sad, but... Oil temperatures have pretty much cleared themselves up now, which is good. Yeah, oil temperatures will come down up at this altitude. Has he diverted me slightly because he knows I have traffic? Maybe he just wants to keep a hold of me. Yeah, maybe he just wants to keep a hold of me a bit longer. A 200 feet to go to 18,000. Okay. Now I have to be really careful with this because it's really touchy. If it's not perfectly trimmed out, it just won't do. No, that seems good. No, okay, no, it doesn't want to do that. It starts yawing all over the place. "20 feet, come on." Okay, I'm gonna leave it sit right there and hope that it just levels out close enough to 18,000 that yeah, it seems to be really picky about this altitude capture function. You see, even though I had it trimmed out perfectly at almost perfectly at 1800, it still just is losing me 100 feet off my flight level, which is just a bit crazy. And Manchester TMA has, or London TMA has,
Lufthansa 25 Juliet.
Lufthansa 25 Juliet, ask your message.
And 25 Juliet would like to request 2 minutes out of cockpit.
That's approved. Report back.
Roger, thanks a lot.
see, now it's settled down at 110 feet below the flight plan that I wanted. In my experience, it's QNH issue. It flies actual pressure, not standard. If you switch to 122, 129, if you press the good old B and altitude it wants to fly, it's probably... Ah, yeah. Well said. It's not the actual QNH. It's not. That's a really good point. But then I'm sitting here with 1016 then. I suppose it... I'll just let it sit with that. I want to go use the bathroom, but he's put me way off course here now. If I show you guys where he's got me, since he asked me to go turn left heading 100, he's sent me all the way out here. And I need to come down to this NDB, Great Yarmouth 417, which I will show you. That's how big it is. But I believe it's because he wants to keep me in his airspace, you see? And once I leave his airspace, then I'm going to track down in a more southerly course than I had anticipated on my flight plan. There we go.
Lufthansa 25 Juliet, back at cockpit.
25 Juliet, Roger, can you fly Mach 8-1 by any chance?
Roger that, we are increasing to Mach 8-1, Lufthansa 25 Juliet.
Thank you, just saves him slowing the company behind you now.
Yeah, of course, we're gonna give him some room. Lufthansa 25 Juliet.
Cool.
I'm pleasantly surprised about my internet. It's thankfully held. Is my microphone a little bit high? A little bit high on the volume there. It looks like it's peaking. I've just tweaked it ever so slightly down. True, I have that issue in the default planes too. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. We'll see. I need to go to the bathroom, but and this was the time, but he's. It looks like I'm coming towards the end of at the end of his airspace now, so I'm going to call him up.
Lufthansa 25 Juliet, redirect panel. Lufthansa 25 Juliet, route direct to Penil.
Direct to Penil, Lufthansa 25 Juliet.
Lufthansa 9 to Golf, route direct to Penil.
Let's take it for Lufthansa 9 to go.
Route direct to Penil.
Direct to Penil, Lufthansa 9 to go.
Lufthansa 25 Juliet, contact London 133.7, have a safe landing.
Okay, please repeat the frequency. My apologies for the Lufthansa 25 Juliet.
Contact London Control 133.7, bye bye.
133.7, thanks for that. Say bye bye, Lufthansa 25 Juliet.
Lufthansa 9 to Golf, contact London 133.7, bye bye.
Up to 133.7, thanks very much, Lufthansa 9 to go, bye bye.
KLM 745, fly heading 105.
Fly heading 105, KLM 745, and request leaving the cockpit for a few minutes.
That's approved, you got plenty of time, report back.
Will do, thanks.
Control, Lufthansa 3 Alpha Hotel with you, nearly overhead summit. Lufthansa 3 Alpha Hotel London, very good evening. Can you file the flight plan for me, please? It's not come through yet.
Okay, guys, I will be back in just a second. Or more than a second, obviously.
Lufthansa 3 Alpha Hotel, thank you. I thought you were going to Dublin, but I just thought I'd check. Route direct to Penil. Route direct to Penil, Lufthansa 3 Alpha Hotel.
Looking for 413 Lima with you on 3 for the
To the 130 London, hello. We had a few transceiver problem issues there. You were just outside of my range, which we need to fix. So sorry about that. You cleared 2 Heathrow Gurley, 1 Tango departure, runway 07, squawk 7021, QNH 1019.
1133.
Heathrow Gurley, 1 Tango, runway 7, squawk 7021.
13 Hotel, correct?
Ah, I can actually pick up Spiky Boar from here. And KLM 745 is back in the cockpit.
KLM 745, roger.
So, just to give you an update here, guys, while I turn off the sign there. He has taken us on a more northerly route. It looks like we might actually bypass our NDB entirely, and I can actually pick up the Spiky Boar VOR on my route already. So I can just track direct to that. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do. If he says so, or if he says resume on navigation, I will just navigate direct to that instead. And forget the NDB. But if he holds on to me any longer, I'm gonna want to, as soon as I'm off the coast properly, I'm gonna want to start descending about here, I think, because the descent in this thing is wicked. Bradley, anyone hear of the Lockheed Vega coming to the sim? I've not heard of that, but I know the guy to talk to find out, and that is Wings 42. Okay, guys, we're about to lose our. That doesn't actually look very friendly at all. We're about to lose our good weather. That genuinely does not look good at all. It looks like we'd have to divert ridiculously far, impractically far, to get out of that. So I'm gonna. Also, we are at about a negative 18 Celsius, and we're gonna hit this. Seatbelts are on. Oh, I never went to cruise power. Oh my goodness. Stupid me. Wow. Well, there you go. And I'm going to go master airfoil, prop de-icer. And I'm actually going to wait to see if the windows... Yep, no, the windows are icing up already. We are at negative... Up to negative 40. We are higher than negative 10, so... That's what I'm going to do. Because, yeah, we're negative 16 Celsius right here. So it's going to be a cold one. It's literally like the last rays of sun before we get enveloped. I'm going to photograph that. Yeah. Goodbye, sun. It was nice knowing you. Okay, so I bet you from now on we're pretty much going to be pretty dead.
London Control, Ryanair 22, radio check.
Ryanair 22, London, availability 5.
You see, I've never been this high, cruising this high, in Microsoft Flight Simulator before through clouds like this on VATSIM. This is
Ryanair
new.
22, hey firm, I do cover Newcastle.
Oh, look at that. It literally looks like we're about to hit a brick wall. Oh, that's those volumetrics are just a bit trippy. Right, we're in for a bit of a ride here, guys, probably. But we'll see how we do. Hello, D-Ice, my old friend. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. He does have me on course for this VOR. You can see that Spiky Bore in is where we want to be. Or is that tracking at all? No, that's yeah, that is tracking. Yeah, that is tracking because we do have 100 and... Okay, right. Let's do some calculations. Oh, this is... Okay, 1,000 feet a minute. If we want to descend at 1,000 feet a minute, and we're at 18,000, and we want to get to 3,000 feet, that's 8,765. That's 15,000 feet of descent we need to do, which is 15 minutes. So we need to be descending for 15 minutes at 1,000 feet per minute. Okay? So 15 minutes. What's our ground speed right now? Ground speed is 239 knots. So how far? Let's go knots. Oh wait, okay, so hang on.
Requesting IFR series
236 per hour. That's in an hour. How far do we go in 15 minutes? Oh, I hate this. Oh, I can't do this. This is mental math. 200 knots calculator.
Ryanair 22, Roger, you are cleared to Echo Papa Golf Delta. After departure, it'll be a right-hand turn on track Erlot, climbing flight level 190, squawk 2167, QNH 1019.
The departure will be a right turn route to Erlot, climb 190, squawk 2167, QNH 1019.
Okay, so if we're going up, if we're going 240 knots, okay, 230.
KLM 745, resume on navigation, leaving my sector, monitor Unicorn 1228, have a great flight, bye bye.
Over to Unicorn 122.8, thank you very much for ATC, KLM 745. Okay, Unicom set. Oh, we went through that weather front successfully without dying. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so what I was saying is I have a little knot calculator here that says that if we are traveling at... oh, now it says 245. So 245, let's just say 240 knots an hour. For 15 minutes, we go 60 nautical miles. So how does that help us? So for 60 nautical miles, so we need to begin descending 60 nautical miles before Spiky Bore to be 3,000 at Spiky Bore. That's what I'm going to say. So Spooky Bore, I think it is 113.3 set. Okay, so it's 60. It's counting from 95 downwards, at 60 nautical miles, we need to be doing that at 1,000 feet per minute. But yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think we should be able to descend at 1,000 feet per minute. I'm going to give myself 60, 70. I'm going to give myself 20 nautical miles of play. So I'm going to start descending at 80 nautical miles instead of 60, just to be careful, because I might be wandering between 500 feet per minute and 1,000 feet per minute in the descent. I might not be able to get that just right. Let's just see, now we're on Unicom, who are we next going to be talking to? Actually, oh great, and in perfect VATSIM fashion, Amsterdam radar goes offline. So we are basically on our own until we get to the ground controller or someone else calls us up. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. That takes a little bit extra off my plate, while I can continue to look at these stunning visuals. And they really are stunning. They just are stunning. I could stare at that for so long. I'm going to take another screenshot. Okay, so now we are like, let's turn direct into (105). Let's turn from gyropilot to localizer now. Now that we've tuned that radial, and we'll just be going direct inbound spiky board. Okay, 82 nautical miles. I'm gonna call it there.
26 inches, please.
26 inches, please. Okay, let's take altitude hold off. Oops, sorry. So 15,000 feet. You divide by 1,000. 15. Essentially, take first one or two numbers and multiply by 5. So in this case, 15. So it would be 75 nautical miles. Right. Okay. So I was in between saying 60 to 80. I decided to start descending at 80. Right there. But the thing is I have to make sure that I'm descending at 1,000 feet per minute, and in doing so, see, this is the one part of the trip that I don't like using the AFE, because that's just not good enough for a descent rate. For me, I feel like I need to take over control and oh. Yeah, I'm definitely not descending fast enough, so... And I don't want to overspeed. With 25 inches and 1,000 feet per minute, the speed is going to crawl over 200 knots, but that is totally fine. Okay. Yeah, it's just whenever I rocket out of, it's just whenever I rocket out of 3,000 feet, I'm going like 230 knots, and it's so hard to slow down in the DC-6 from that. Oh, look at that. Should have been weather radar installed on the DC-6B. You know what? Oh, it just looks so good. You know what I have to do? I'm going to have to go showcase. Okay, sorry. So, Matic. They actually use cruise power for initial part of descent, even though the thing can go well over 200 knots, no problem. Yeah. After the descent, you kind of need to plan for about 20 nautical mile track on which you are level and slow down in stages, mostly using drag to help you get there. Right, yeah. Yeah. So you need that you need that 20 nautical miles before of 3,000 feet before you get to spiky waters, just to slow down. You can't expect, like you would in a jet, to bottom out the end of your descent and then just rocket onto an ILS and dump spoilers and hey ho. Right, let's just make sure that my... Okay. You can't really do a continuous descent with a DC like you would usually want to do with a jet. Yeah. Yeah, that makes complete sense. The airframe and just the whole way it's designed doesn't allow for that. Well, that's a nice shot. I think I'll take that one. This is the problem. The problem with something like this is that I'm going to fill my hard drives with just photos. You know? Ah. I'm going to put all of these photos on my Discord, guys. There you go. Goodbye, son. Right. Coming down through 12,000. Yeah, they are incredibly aerodynamic. They even used DC-3 as gliders in World War II. They just took the engines with props off and put a sphere on. Yeah. 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 That doesn't surprise me. Like, yeah, the stall speeds are so low and yeah. I mean, there's a reason why they designed... I mean, there's a reason why the DC-3 is still being flown today. And that the people flying them are pulling their hair out to find parts to keep them in the air. Because they're just so great. I don't understand why. If you think about it, with prices, as prices go up, as parts get more rare, why it doesn't become commercially viable just to start rolling bits of DC-3 back off the and start up an assembly line and start producing parts for the DC-3s again. I don't see why that's not commercially viable at this point. But can we get a link to your Discord? If you scroll all the way up in the chat, you can find it. But I will give it to you again because. Oh wow, I just see that someone called Jeremy Clarkson has entered my Discord. That's gonna be, that's fun. There you go, there's a link to my Discord there, Matic. So, interesting, the green hue. There's a bit of a green hue going on there. No problematic. Good to have you around. If you have any questions, just post them in Discord. Oh, look at those views. Those views. Oh, this is such a lovely flight. I really hope I really hope I get the landing done properly. The landing will just be the icing on the cake. There's the coast. Okay guys, coming down through 10,000 feet. Let's just double check where we are on VATSPY here. Okay, there is absolutely no ATC Friday evening, and there's no ATC on at Schiphol. What is with that? I mean, yeah. Ah well. We'll just do cold calls. We'll just do cold calls on Unicom, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. We'll start hearing people calling on Unicom once we come down. Okay, so still descending about 900 feet. So that's been good. Okay, let's go local QNH, which is 1017, by hitting the B key. That's been good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that my internet speed has held true at 4,600 to 4,700 kilobits per second smoothly, and that I've got a smooth 1080p live stream. I'm so happy about that. Because I moved to this new house that has no fiber optic, so I had to invest in wireless internet, which is not cheap, but it was pretty much the only thing that gave me realistic speeds for the kinds of things that I wanted to do. But it was I did some initial live stream tests when I first moved in, and they just weren't satisfactory. And but I think since then I've changed the location in the house where the wireless router is sitting on the windowsill, and it seems to be and it seems to be doing better. I mean, guys, I am so happy with that. Look at that. And now that is going to be, that's probably the thumbnail right there. Actually, yeah, if I just... there's so many thumbnails though. So many thumbnails. Yeah. Oh. As I come over the Dutch coast in the Flying Dutchman. Okay, I need to stop this and actually pay attention to my arrival. Right. So, let's go and have a look at my arrival. I'm 7,500. I still have a ways to go. Okay, so 18 right is 110.1. So let's put that in standby nav 1. And the... Okay, so let's just come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just come off there. Let's put in the ILS, and that is lock of 182. Set. But the thing is I'm still going fast and I'm still going high. I want to get down. I really want to get down. I don't want to Why are you not? Oh. There we go. For some reason it disengaged itself. So I'm a little bit... 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just come back the other way. I did swing a bit too far north there. I'm in love with this plane right now, doing a world tour. Even had to make a livery for it. It looks so nice in the retro Adria colors that actually bought 2 of these from KLM in 1961. Nice. I really like the this Spanish aerolíneas. What is it called? If you know the Flying Fabio, he's streaming it right now. The South American livery. They have routes all the way from Amsterdam and London down to Rio, which I'm going to be doing as well in the DC-6. Coming down through 4,000 feet. Let's level out heading 090. Just every angle you look at the thing, it just looks so sexy. Okay, let's pay attention now. Okay, that's 3,000 feet. let's start to level out. Okay, so because it's I'm gonna go manual. Oh yeah. Schiphol traffic KLM 745 is 2,500, just turning on to an extended centerline for runway 18 right. 19.7 nautical miles. Let's just pull up.
Cooling turbine. Normal. Fuel booster pumps. On low. Fuel tank selectors. Hydraulic bypass valve. Down. No smoking signs. On. In-range checks complete.
Still on 122.8. Oh, there's the runway, way off in the distance. Okay. Jersey, South Jersey. Ha 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 ha. Just double check VATSIM in here. Is this still no? Oh, I am completely alone. Oh, there's no one here. I'm alone. Okay. We are reducing our speed slightly. So I can put the gear down at 174 knots, which is 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 60, 70. Okay, that's 175. Give me another few knots and I can put the gear down.
Flaps 20. Setting flaps 20.
Whoops, sorry guys, sorry. Whoa, no.
Gear up and down, please. Gear up and down.
Trim boys, trim.
Gear down and locked. 3 greens. Rumps. 2400 RPM. 2400 RPM set. Cow flaps. Plus 3 degrees.
Okay, now I have manifold pressure. I'm gonna set manifold pressure to about 120 BMEP. No, maybe 110. I'm gonna go 35 inches manifold. Schiphol traffic KLM 745 is on final approach runway 18 right at 8.2 nautical miles. Okay, pretty much got the glide and the localizer dialed in now. So it's just sitting here and waiting. Hmm. Ja. Okay, catching up the glide there. Okay, a bit too fast at this point. I need to start arresting that descent rate.
Lights extended and on. Copy. Call being called. Set call. Before landing checks complete. Come on, keep going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's roll off this runway one day. Okay, let's just come down to about 1,000 RP, 1,000 inches. Oh, sorry, 10 inches on the manifold. Schiphol traffic, KLM 745 vacated runway 18 right. Someone taking off there. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was a lot better than it could have been. You know? I think probably I think the if I had had full ATC on arrival,
that would have flustered me a fair amount, and I probably would have done a lot worse there. Because it was completely quiet and I had just myself and my own thoughts, I think I did a lot better than I might have done. Whoa. I wonder if DC-6s ever turned off 2 of their engines and on taxis, and then just taxied in on like the 2 outboards. I wonder if I should try that. You know what, guys? I mean, we're always here about oh, he says, and then oh, there's a big hill coming. Watch this. Whee! Oh, I have to get up that. Oi, stop spinning, you fools. Let's feather you bad boys. I think that should feather them. Push feather. Yeah, there you go. There they are. There they are. Nice and feathered. One good trick for landings for those struggling to keep the throttles alone is like 90 or less until you are ready to retard them. You should mostly use flaps to keep on glide slope. Yeah, I watched the PMDG tutorial on that, on how best to manage the DC-6 on approach, and it was fascinating. It made complete sense, but I don't have the courage to do that yet. So I hope soon that I will do something like that. But right now I'm just keeping it sweet and simple. Sweet and simple. Crossing the what is that? Oh, it's something going out. Okay, so I can see that I've dropped 238 frames so far in this live stream, which compared to the actual full length of the live stream is 0.1% of the live stream, so no difficulties there. No complaints there, really. I think this evening my internet has just done a really good job of behaving itself. So yeah. So of course in the 1950s, Schiphol looked drastically different than it does today, and it would have, I believe, it would have been that original terminal that's almost hardly used anymore, but it would have been that original terminal that we would have pulled up to, which is across the field. If I go to Navigraph and show you where I'm thinking. Without careering off the screen. This terminal here, this runway 22 and 04, I bet you that, I believe that was the original, if not 18 left was the original. Some phantom lights there. Oh, and that's brilliantly placed autogen there. Oh no! Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Oh, am I gonna kill that taxi sign? All right. Oh crap! Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that, and I did not completely total my aircraft. You know what? I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Hey, you. You didn't see anything. You be quiet. That's I mean, I'm not an airport designer, but I would class that as a hazard. Look at the sunset though. Beautiful. I was gonna go all the way around to the domestic terminal. I don't think we're going to do that. I'm just going to pull in here on the right hand side because it's just a bit long-winded, this taxi, and there's no ATC to tell me where to go anyway, so I'm literally just going to plonk myself somewhere convenient at this point. I don't think you guys really feel like you'll get any extra quality of live stream by watching me taxi around to the other side. Okay, let me just plant myself there. I didn't do the after landing one. Never mind. Anyway, guys.
After landing checks complete. Parking brake is set.
That's a weird showcase position to be in. Oh, I see. It's one of the. It's not the free camera. There you go. All right. Alrighty. Oh, look at that, guys. We couldn't have chosen a better sunset to end the stream on. Look at that. I'm gonna take me a screenshot of that. Well, guys, that has been an amazing stream. I don't think I've had a stream as fun as that and as beautiful as that for so long. So long. And that has been just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until we have Microsoft Flight Simulator with an add-on that both looks top of the line and also flies top of the line, and that the depth of simulation there, we know from PMDG, is second to none. So essentially, I think we're pretty much the best of the best in terms of visuals, in terms of the only thing that's not good, obviously, is my ability to fly it accurately and realistically. But there we go. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Oh, that's definitely got to be my thumbnail. That's the thumbnail right there. Let me just hit screenshot. Oh, see how many screenshots I took here. This is a bit crazy. Yeah, gonna delete that one. Guys, thank you so much. I won't delay the stream any longer. I just want to say thank you for joining. Sorry it's been so ridiculously long since I live streamed last. Internet issues. And also I really do hope to be doing a bit of a refresh to my channel, doing some more videos on the DC-6, on the DCS Hind, which I am currently trying to learn. And I'll also be going to the DCS Apache once that comes out. If anyone wants to join me in shared cockpit in the DCS Hind, please do. I'd love to join you, and we can do some video making together. But yeah, really looking forward to doing more flying in the DC-6, and we'll be doing more video creation, particularly majoring on VATSIM flying on the DC-6, because I know that's something that is a bit of a it's not really done that much on YouTube at the moment, so, and on streaming people are kind of staying offline. I don't know why, but that's what's being done. Cool. Anyway, guys, I'll stop waffling. Have a good evening.